Welcome back, everybody. I'm Absurdum. We're going to play some more Stoneshard. I'm really excited to get back out there. We have a contract to go kill a necromancer, which I think will be a good amount of fun. And going over what we have, I think we're in pretty good shape to head out now and get out there and do it. I just want to buy some food, get some more water here because we are a little thirsty. We have so much stuff that needs sold just laying about. This place, it's an absolute mess. We can buy some food. I think we're pretty good. We got our drugs that we can take that I'm pretty excited for. Let's just go up here and buy some fruit. Get that immunity up for when we take a bunch of drugs. To mention, it's much cheaper than buying ham. Takes up a lot of space, but if you're going to eat it kind of immediately, then there's no real issues, right? Got that immunity to be up 100%. Feels good. We do have a bit of fatigue. So we probably should go to sleep first. Maybe that wasn't next on my list of things to do. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't, but let's do it. We'll let this buff wear off. Help with our sanity. Which I'm not super concerned about, but okay, she's going to bed. Let's rent a room. Fantastic. We can afford it. We have a lot of equity laying around in the marketplace, if nothing else. And then we get up for fresh day. I'm super concerned about our energy usage, thanks to our energy lifesteal, or what do you want to call it? Energy steal. What's it call it? Energy drain. There we go. Got our fantastic energy drain, our fantastic life drain. And maybe the markets have kind of refreshed. We can go through. Who's selling? Do I have pain medicine? No, but neither does he. Strange. Got bandages, we're good there. I feel like I'm missing something and it's the pain medicine. I could buy this. I don't like to. It's a lot of intoxication. And I think it's only really useful if your pain is outrageously high, and you shouldn't really be getting it that high anyways. Let's see, did you have more money now? He does not. Okay, well, he does have some though. So we'll just do that. Just in case things go south. That's, well, you never know. Eat this and a carrot. Puts us pretty square. And we are heading due west, as I thought. And if I remember correctly, this is the last contract we'll have out here. And then I think we're going to go back to Bren. Could be wrong. But I believe this is the last one of 3. I'm having a difficult time trying to keep my exactly what we did last time in my head straight, since we am playing this and I am live streaming a now ranged build, which is going really well. About the same level as this one is now. So since they're like kind of in that same spot, we're kind of doing the same things. It's getting a little confusing at times, but we'll get back on track. The range build is a lot of fun. They've really done a lot to rebalance it lately, and it's a lot more viable, which I had to read on Reddit, but let's see for myself, and I'm pretty happy with it overall. It is a lot of fun. I had a little bit of difficulties in one of the contracts in Bryn last night, just because I'd open a door and people would rush me before I could do anything. I couldn't get them to open the door by shouting at it or attacking at it, of course. No. The caltrops that I brought were not sufficient, keeping people off of me. But mostly it was sloppy play and a little bit of sloppy play that I was getting punished for. Normally you can get away with a bit of sloppy play, right? When you're not paying permadeath. But overall, it's a good time. It's nice to get those Bryn rep going, you know? Well, hello, fire friend. Oh, I think he's feeling it. Onward we go. So my expectation is that we're gonna kind of power through these dungeons quickly on our way back to Bryn. Those contracts hopefully will be meaningful, and then we can start finding nicer things at the shops. That's what I'd like to see. Last night while streaming, we went to a cultist location, and I took one step forward. Immediately entering it, I took one step forward before to check some traps, just to open up the view a little more. Instantly got net trap. It's pretty funny in my head. Never seen such a well-placed trap in this game. Oh, we got a whole bunch of people coming. Got that lifesteal going, though. Very wonderful amount of lifesteal. We are bleeding, but I think we're going to be able to lifesteal a way out of it. And I would much rather deal with this guy. If we could actually hit him, that would be great. Wow, we're making so much noise. We pulled somebody from up here? Wow. That's kind of impressive. And we're no longer bleeding. Oh yeah, we got more people coming. Our mace stance up a bit. It's time to get defensive. These two guys shouldn't be too rough. I think that lifesteal just saved our lives. If not, definitely kept us in a very safe spot. Man, there's more coming. I think we just cleared out the whole dungeon. There should only be a necromancer left. I wouldn't be surprised if he just comes rolling up around the corner. We don't even really have to rest. Wow. Absolutely. That's it. That's all that was down here. Absolutely worth the hunger pains. That was, look at this. I'll step on the trap. There we go. There's just dead bodies everywhere. Beautiful. Oh, and then a rat. A rat and a bat. They didn't want any. They were smart enough to stay behind. Where are we even pulling these people from? Oh my. I don't think it's as good as what we have. It's definitely not as good as what we have. Okay. Which is what I would expect from this kind of tier of a dungeon, but you never know. Come on. There we go. Crossbowman. Luckily somebody was kind enough to step on that trap for me. There we go. We taunted him into it. Let's do this. Counter the bat, unsurprisingly. That all went well. These things can sometimes sell nicely. We'll take it with us. No ranged, right? Okay. We'll do that, just get a third stack. I'm very surprised I did not kill him. Opened up a path now to 2v1, which I'm not super thrilled about, but... I suppose it doesn't matter when you kill the other one first. How about you die? Die? There we go. We're taking it like a champ. We really don't even need to rest. Oh, this lifesteal is substantial. And hopefully it really shows in the Bryn dungeons. I feel like now we're already spending a lot less time resting, which means we're gathering our hunger a lot slower. Well, a lot slower in real time, at least. That's the fruit root. The extra fruit we brought. We have to be... Ugh. getting close to the end of the dungeon, I would think. Unless there's a second floor, which I wouldn't be upset about. What about that? Sure. Just in case he gets crazy. I didn't think he could stand there. Retrospect, should have gone back more. That being said, this guy's a lot more dangerous. We'll continue to deal with him. Now he dropped his axe. Well, that's not what I wanted to see. Perfect. Amazing. It's taking 2 shots for me. Luck is now ended though. Come on. So you get close enough, you can usually scare him into backing off. But the lifesteal is absolutely making this trivial. Not even worried about it. Nope. Don't shout at the door. I understand. Sometimes I also feel a need to shout at the door. We see him, but not the necromancer. Very interesting. He's clearly hiding in the corner there. Odd. How very odd. Oh, he had another friend in there. One that's not going to protect him like the other one would have. It's got a nice looking staff. Look at that thing. We'll just bash him to death. Wow, he got crit by his friend there. What did he have? Just a staff and enchantment scroll. Are you serious right now? Just shot me in the neck? Ah. Friends like these, you know? Yeah, lifesteal. That lifesteal is too good. Fight was a little more dangerous than I would have liked it to be. Oh my. Technically an upgrade to what we have. It's not a superior, supreme upgrade, but just technically an upgrade. It might be worth repairing. So it could be a little bit more before we get something from Bryn. I mean the new contracts from Bryn. Which I guess the new rep and all that. Feeling what I just said wasn't super coherent. Just the belt, right? Well, free is free, so we'll take it, I guess. Oh, I meant to take the drugs before we did this dungeon. Well, too late now. It's alright. We'll get more use from them in the upcoming dungeons. Very nice accuracy ring. Not super meaningful for us. I believe our accuracy is rather spot on there. That's kind of an expensive dagger. Would you look at that? That would be nice to have for free. Just looking over the stats real quick, and I do like ours better. I'm sure this was something they were selling when we were looking at them. But the extra control and bleed is very meaningful to me, so we'll leave it. I highly doubt it's worth the money. Though if we have the room, I suppose there's no harm in taking it and selling it. Not really always good about that. What do we have on you? Body part damage. That is rather significant, actually. What can we get on the boots? We'll be keeping these boots for a while, I think. Terrible. Not too many things do natural damage. But that's okay. You can't always get what you want in life, and sometimes it's important to learn how to deal with that emotionally. It's one of life's great life lessons, in my opinion. How to accept what you have and how to accept what is given to you. It can be very difficult, especially when what has happened to you or what you have is not necessarily pleasant. In my opinion, if you're able to take the good things in life with strife, then you need to be able to take the bad things in life with strife too. It's not fair to only be able to take the good. Fair to who? I don't know. But fair, I don't know, maybe to the universe. The town elder, I'm sure, will be pleased, and I will be pleased, to leave Manshire, as I usually am. We'll spend another good night here just in case we're able. God, we still have vigor and everything. God, these. That's how little time we spent resting there, and we still have vigor. We really don't even need to go to bed. Let's just do it to see if the vendors would restock. Because we really need to sell things to people. Here for my reward. Lovely. Anything new? Yeah? No new contracts. Right. Just want to double check. For a man who doesn't drink anymore. And that's canon. He tells you that he doesn't drink anymore. It's a suspicious amount of alcohol on him. Just saying. If they're still open, we'll see if we can sell helms and daggers to these people. Probably at the best price we're going to get around here. Okay, thought they just closed shop and I was going to be very angry. Yeah, they're not selling anything that great in my opinion. They are selling that dagger, which is surprising. Let's see, 78 gold, 73 gold. It's technically an upgrade. How much does it cost to repair it? 600. I really just don't think it's worth the 700 gold. It's not much of an upgrade. Most of it's pretty much the same stats too. And it's a lot less shock damage. Not that that should hopefully matter. No. No, it feels silly, but I'm gonna sell it. Footman's Mace looks nicer than it is. Okay. We can't even take a lot of this stuff back. We don't even have the room for it. It hurts to leave it. Take books, I guess. So we do have a book guy down there we can sell to. This is small. We can sell that for a fair amount of money. I don't know if we can sell that. Might be able to sell that to our friend here. You did not restock while I was gone? No, okay. More money. Oh my god, it's a lot of money. Oh, jeez. I guess we're gonna have to leave some here. That seems very silly. I mean, we could probably just sell that to this guy over here. He buys leather and leather-like goods. Oh my, that's quite the item for him to be selling. You won't buy this? Are you kidding me? Oh, because he's a woodworker and not a leather worker. I'm an idiot. Should be selling it to the kid down there. Jeez. Yep, we'll just leave this. We'll pick up a book in the other purse, I guess. This is an absolute mess. Will you buy anything? Oh my. Disgusting. Alright, let's go. Let's get a This place is silly. I don't care for it. So how's our rep looking places now that we've completed some more contracts? Looking very close to getting respectable there. We'll get there the next time we do a whole set of quests. Actually, that's much closer than I thought. And nowhere close here to even getting amnesty. Great, cool. Cool. That doesn't hurt a little. Nah. I think this guy's open 24/7. He didn't used to be, I could have sworn, but he seems to never leave now. This guy's just printing pages day and night. That's a lot of work. Please, sir, buy these books. Thank you. Over 10 grand on me, and nowhere to really spend it. That hurts a little. Oh, good. I've got more money here that I almost forgot about. Right, of course. All right. How could I forget? Well, I guess that means we get to sleep in the nice inn. Because really, what's the excuse? Honestly, I think this is absolutely worth the money now because they give you a free breakfast, which is usually worth more than the rent. I don't know how they can financially afford this. Must get some serious tax rebates or something, I don't know. Since I doubt they're gonna have anything new or great to sell us. Continue on with a oyster chowder for breakfast? That sounds, I'm not a seafood person. 8 morale. Okay, well, fair enough. It's very interesting. I don't have anything to really sell for them. Oh my god, we use so much money. Seriously, what are we even gonna do with it? Let's see what we can sell out here. Should probably pick up some food tidbits while we're at it. This is what we found in the dungeon. I still believe what we have is much better. Let's sell some of the appropriate goods to this guy. Actually, jewelry probably sells better at the jewelry place. It's a crazy thought. I don't know if those would count. I don't think it's necessarily worth it. But the other jewelry we'll take to the jeweler. Drugs, of course, we're going to keep because drugs. How absolutely wonderful. How much food does this oyster stew give us? 15. It's not terrible. How much money do you have? If I buy something from you, which I think I'm inclined to do, you might eventually have the money for that. You do. Great. What a fair trade, in my opinion. Let's go up here. We'll get our blessing. We're gonna make a sweep through town. We'll dump our huge sacks of money. Sorry, I didn't mean to click that. Thank you. She's just telling us about the church and the plague that happened. As a plague and the war. Big things that happened before the game starts. It's a very interesting read. I don't have the interest in me right now to read that to you. Especially since we haven't really talked much about the other backstory, so it won't make a whole lot of sense. Peaches. Let's hit up to the jeweler. Can't go buy anything from our friends yet. Like I said, I don't think they're going to really have anything for us unless we get lucky and they just happen to sell something. But I'm not going to go out of my way for it right now. We'll check out the blacksmiths the next time we're in town and it's late. What are you selling, good sir? Have to be really good to make me want to replace. Honestly, in my opinion, one of the best rings I've ever seen. +9 health. It's pretty great. He will sell better stuff that I will very much be interested in. But for now, that is not the case. I'm out of bags for my money. What a problem to have, I tell you. Is that all I had to sell him? I think so. Jeez Louise. Okay. let's go check out the docks. Since we're kind of so absolutely flush with cash and really nothing to do with it. We'll see if there's anything being sold at the docks by anybody. I don't think they're going to necessarily sell us anything great either, but you never know. Same with him. You could just have, by chance, something very interesting. He doesn't. But he could have. Disenchantment, identification. Oof. Is that a two-handed axe? Okay. I was gonna say that's a lot of damage for a one-handed axe. I like ours better. I know we saw one of those in the dungeon recently, but I still like ours better. And who is here at the dock? My ranged guy has such big perception cone that you can actually see through the wall to see who's selling here. It's quite a phenomenal feat, really. It's a very cool looking two-handed sword, but despite the fact that his stall has a ton of armor, he's not actually selling any of that to me. My rep is too low. I don't blame him. I barely like me too. I only came here for the enchantment scrolls. Just because we have so much money that not only do I feel like I can justify it, we kind of need to spend it on something. Health restoration 4%. Okay, it's not terrible. Dodge chance 3% is pretty decent. I don't really love that belt. Pain resistance is pretty decent. Bleed resistance is pretty decent. Energy is fantastic. I'm not changing that for anything, so I guess we go for the belt. Rending resistance. Yeah, not bad. That's not great. I think cultists are the only dungeon enemies that really do rending damage. Not very many of them. It's mostly like bears, boars, and things like that. Wolves do rending damage, if I remember correctly. It's not super relevant. Okay, let's head up here for a second. We have some things to do and discuss. Firstly, that purse is empty. Good to know. That purse is also empty. Good to know. Why don't we dump about 12,000 or so? Jesus. Dollars. You know, as you do. Right? Is that my purse, or is that one that got thrown on the ground? But let me pick it up. It doesn't have a red hand. No one's coming to arrest me, so I suppose we're in the clear. Always a pleasure. Tell me about the contracts. Deal. Anything new ready? Apparently not. Do you sell anything that I might want? That's a good question, actually. I like these ones a lot, but they're not where we are in the game right now. We have plenty of lockpicks. I don't need anything else here. Though I do like to look. I remember when I got this in my spear game. That's quite the thing. Alright, we got some food, we got a potion if I need it, drinks, some more healing stuff. We even got this to eat, which I'll have to eat soon because it's going to go bad. I could eat it now. Wonderful. Plenty of water. Get out of here. Okay. Still got our blessing, which should be just fine. Excellent. Excellent news. Let's head out. I feel like we got our inventory and everything managed nicely. And we'll go kick this dungeon out, hopefully, pretty quickly. Take a proper rest at the caravan here just to kind of get a save. Not that I expect things to go south, but I don't really enjoy going through town. I wouldn't enjoy going through town and redoing everything we just did. Not that it was huge, but you know. Least amount we have to replay. It's not going to cost us anything. We're not really going out of our way. Just a quick rest to save. Get a drink going. We won't have Vig for too much longer, but that's okay. We just want to head straight north, okay? Well, we can do that. I believe this will be the undead, so we shouldn't have too rough of a time dealing with them. can't remember if we did the undead first or not. No, this will be cultists. But that's okay. We did it before, we can do it again. Feel like we are much stronger than we were. Still got some time to level, but we will be popping drugs. That's one thing we should be spending money on, is drugs and coffee. When I think about it, we have a lot of money for both. We should be doing that. The only problem is with using the drugs, it makes getting a screenshot for the thumbnail really hard. So everything's really gross and blurry around the edges. That's more my problem than yours, I suppose. But if these screenshots look hungry, thumbnails look particularly terrible, it's because I'm high on drugs, and that makes it quite difficult. All the colors are funny and oversaturated and everything is blurry. Can't help it. Alright. Let's do it. Clear-headed, let's go. Okay, that's not really who I wanted to see, but I guess if we're gonna see him, so we'll do it now. Get the run net. Good, get it over with. It's one of the enemies I very much don't enjoy. They can cause a lot of bleed damage to you, but we got our bleed resistance up. There's one already. Fantastic. How many bandages did I bring? Yeah. Hopefully enough. Hopefully enough. Yeah, I've already found their library. Read it? No, thank you. Sure. It is pure marble, by the way. At least it appears to be. Son of a bitch. Well, get out of the flames, you moron. I swear I checked this room. Clearly I did not. But I could have sworn I did. Oh well, at least we weren't in the middle of a fight or something. What else do we have going on over here? Alright, Screamy Lady. Should be nice and quick. Indeed it was. Ah, that'll be lovely. Always happy to see one of those. Traps. Phenomenal. Please don't do that. Stances made a big difference there, I think. I'll use skills that aren't ready yet. Or hitting the wrong button. We'll take those. Not great cells, but that's okay. 109 experience for killing him. And this guy, he swore he heard his friend die. And he wants to know what happened. He's cracked. He did. And he can find out now. Very nice. Get absolute wrecked. Trap. That one's already been set off. Wow. That ended abruptly. Lots of traps here. Maybe they noticed they worked. I don't know where they could have got that impression from. I don't think this is necessary, but we'll buff up anyways. This is a lower tier enemy for the enemies here. We'll take that real quick. And put her in the ground where she belongs. Interesting about this mace. I'm sure it's just a pleasant flare that we don't want. There's no way we want it. It's green. There's no way we want it. Could have thrown it at him, but oh well. Come over here. I will kill you and your rat friend. Come, rat. It's time to die. An enchantment scroll. Crushing resistance. It's more relevant, I guess. Still not something I particularly thrilled about. Oh, a level 4. My lord. What a time to read it when we're on drugs. 363 experience. The higher tier treaties not only are worth a tremendous amount more, as you can see, they give more amounts of experience. What a find. It'd be particularly quite a find if we were Pyromancer. Not this guy, crap. Yes. Yes, I know. Ants. Take that before he does anything crazy, makes me bleed even more. We can handle one bleed. And if it can heal on its own, then that's a bandage I don't have to use. But we will use it because I don't want to take the body part damage. Worst case scenario, maybe we'll find a rat or something if we really have to, but hopefully it doesn't come down to such things. More concerned about him, but not really. Got a lifesteal from knocking him into him, and I think that's wonderful. I'm more concerned now that he has this buff. Thought they would switch out, to be perfectly honest. I guess we killed him too quickly. Oh, more drugs. Honestly, not really my favorite drug. 25% healing efficiency is kind of decent, though. We'll take it. We'll most likely just be selling it, though. Concentration. Why don't we... Probably could actually stand to eat one of those. We'll take it. There must be an end to this place at some point, right? Get up here. Okay, not fond of him having that. Oops. Well, I meant to go through the door, but here we are. I was gonna say it shouldn't really matter. He's not that tough. Indeed, he wasn't. I'm happy to see one of those, though we might need to start breaking things in hopes of finding a rag, just in case things get a little iffy on the bleeds. There are certain bosses here that will stack a boatload of bleeds on you. If we run into one of them, I won't be very pleased about it. Yeah, our bleed resistance will not be enough. Ah. Okay. It never is, but it won't be when we need it to be. Sometimes we can find rags and stuff. Of course we won't. Now that I want to. We won't. Get over here, rat. Very nice. Really? You coming? Right. I do remember those things existing now. Other than exploding on death, what do you really do? Okay. I didn't really think anything. Sir, do you have rag? Do you know where I could find rag, sir? Sir. Nothing. Getting a lot of enchantment scrolls today. Pain resistance, more meaningful. I mean, we have a fair amount of pain resistance now, I feel like. Which I'm not going to complain about. Where can I find out pain? 30%? That's pretty decent. I hate to look that in the eye, you know? Or in the mouth. Optimistic about breaking that lock. Strange life we live, but... Get that rat. right? Extra weapon damage feels good right about now. Holy moly. More unidentified potions. Sure, we'll take this because we'll be drinking one here soon. There's indeed a downstairs. All my questions are answered. Like, how much longer do we need to do this? That question has been answered. Merge that stack together. Because we're responsible people. And that's what we do. Got a lot of junk on us that we can drop if need be. Okay, for a second I thought that might be the boss room. I was like, what the heck? And dead. DED. Ooh. Yeah. Let's do that then. Who do we have here? This gentleman. Phenomenal. Sir, please step up. I'm ready. I'm ready to hurt you. Get that counter on, yeah. Okay. How hungry are we? Not that hungry. Am I giving up that one bandage for anything? We definitely need that, apparently. What wouldn't really be worth keeping? Let's see. This. Should have been an easier choice. Then hello. We haven't read either of these, and that just leveled us. Meaning we're getting a lot of experience, because before we walked in here, we didn't have that much. I'll keep that one. At level 1, I don't know is necessarily worth the trouble. Well, it's better than that, I guess. Let's talk about this level, though. What was it that I really needed? Where are you, Maces? There you are. Strength, agility, or perception? I don't think perception is really doing much for me, truth be told. Increased accuracy and armor pen is nice. Don't get me wrong. I think we were working on agility before getting that vitality going, and I still feel like increased counter, decreased fumble is nice. Dodge chance is always good. Hands efficiency is always good, even though that's not really much hands efficiency in my opinion. Weapon damage is always going to be good, especially with the life steal we have now. Plus armor damage as well. What do we have? No, we picked up this. And this, apparently. Which I think was well worth it. I don't know. Well, I could want cauterized runes real soon. Actually. If a vigilant, I feel, is quite good. 5% just decreases their crit chance by half. It's really good. I don't think if it's really on brand for what we want, though. I have a lot of things under warfare to get. Of course, I could always shout at people. I suppose. I mean, offensive tactics would be a pretty decent one to choose too, but I really like defensive tactics. Let's get this, guys. We'll put this into agility. Then once we get a fair amount of things, not this, this to 15, this to 15. I don't know if we'll put some in perception. We might go back into strength. I think weapon damage and just overall damage might be the best, even though we're not blocking, which is a big part of it. But agility and strength, I think, will be a majority of what we really want. Unless our heavy armor starts getting too heavy, in which case I guess we might want more of this. Like I said, it's probably going to be a pretty even build all in all. So can I click you and move you? Thank you. There we go. Now I can shout at people, which has always been a desire of mine. We've gotten a lot of experience in here. Weren't we like only like 1,000 in before we got here? I swear it was something like that. Apparently not. I'm gonna say no, but oh, here's my chance. He's confused. Well, that's fair. I am also confused. Okay, well, that is what happened. No one can tell us otherwise. Oh, Chunk Boy. You kind of missed. Not gonna lie. Right, so can you get over here, or... Your tongue tricks are nice and all. Can I still scream at him when he's stunned? He's too stunned to know what's going on. Will his scream be effective? These are the questions no one's gonna answer. I mean, I'm sure it is effective in game, but should it be? That's all I'm saying. Oh my. These are problems I wasn't prepared for. Oh. I don't want to not pick it up because I'm gonna forget. I'm gonna forget it's here. Some of these books are worth a lot of money. Like, this isn't really worth... In fact, it's worth the same, which is very mind-boggling to me. Why don't we... put him on the floor and maybe I'll see him on the way out. Ah, boss room. Get your shout on. Get your stance on. Get this up. Start beating. Yeah. Somebody else can get him drawn in. It's the boss. It is... Worm Boss. Okay. Worm Boss. Okay. Yep, get your worm on. It's more fodder. Stock more rock, Worm Boss. What are we doing? Get in here, Worm Boss. Obviously, we're going to focus him pretty hard. I'm happy to see it's not the bleed guy. I think most of the damage he's taken is from him. He's done to himself. Put your counter on. Come on. These worms can make you bleed. I'm very concerned about that. I'm also concerned about the amount of time it takes for the stam animations. Come on. Let's do this. I want to do it today. There we go. The high counter chance is just too good. It should have been a lot more dangerous than it was. Lifesteal for the win. He's like, what? You what, mate? Now he's running around because he's confused. I was gonna say there's another enemy. Well, let's go. I don't think I've ever seen a trap in a boss room, but I always check, just... I never know. Another enchantment scroll. Pain resistance is pretty decent. Restoration isn't bad. Bleed resistance seems a lot more necessary than it did before. Fortitude. Yeah, I like the other one better. Don't care about that dagger, I'm not gonna lie. We need to keep that for our friend, I think. I don't care about the deer antlers either. You know what, this actually isn't worth that much. I always keep it thinking it is, and it's not. I'd much rather have these things out here. There's a quest for a guy who wants deer and moose antlers, I want to say. Which, truth be told, we're never gonna really be able to hunt, so... something I should look into. Just collecting them and keeping them, but our inventory is quite full right now. And we have more things to murder. We still got a fair amount of time on this buff. Nah. There ain't more things to do down here. Right, forgot you would do that. When did that all confuse? I see it affected everybody. Doesn't look like it confused anybody from the looks of it. Already broke your torso, which is kind of impressive. And you're bleeding. Bro, you're not doing so hot. 85% chance to confuse all enemies. Activates battle range, which is really good. Plus 1 turn for every confused enemy. I don't think I've given enough credit to Warcry. I was just saying this last night during the stream too. I haven't given enough credit to any of the Warfare skills. They are just really good. Really good? Huh. Interesting. I think they've only made them better, to be perfectly honest. Come. It's time to die. Oh, jeez. 2 level 4s. I've already read this one? I didn't unlock the skills, so... Well, it's not looking good for the brandy, not gonna lie. Could drink it and throw it at somebody's head, but... it seems a little excessive. You know. Sometimes... Ooh, a carrot. We'll do it. We'll do it for the lols. I don't have a strong need for that. If it changes, I guess we know where to find it. This basement level's pretty big. Did you just crush your rat by pulling me into it? It doesn't say it in the log, but yeah, he just killed his rat friend by bringing me into it, and I think that's the greatest thing I've ever seen. This is one of my favorite character designs on an enemy. He just looks fantastic. It really kind of unnerves you to look at him, and I just think it's great. Another one of those. Okay, let's get you up here. I would like to shout at my friends. You must die. There we go. There's a lot going on here. And we move. Fantastic. That went very well. I should take the net and throw it on him. Just insult to injury. You know what? I have a free hand. Let's do that. Let's talk more rock, Absurdum. Hey, asshole. You're going nowhere. Actually gives him a pretty substantial buff, but... I don't know. I just thought it was funny. It's the simple things, you know. That's kind of a shame that we're not using shields or swords. And the boat of cloth I don't think is worth the inventory space. Well, our buff is going to run out, I think. Unless we cleared out more of the top floor than I realized. I don't think it's going to make it all the way through the dungeon. The second floor was quite large. I don't feel like they're normally that big. No complaints. I'm very happy about the experience we've gained. Already another 2,000 since we leveled. I think this might be the last room up here, though, to be perfectly frank. Oh, I can't shout back? Damn. We'll see who gets the last shout. I'm not going to bother looking through all the rooms. That's all cleared. That's all cleared. I think the buff lasted the perfect amount of time. even for a second floor. I'm always worried they're not going to last long enough for the second floor, but we're spending so much less time resting that I don't think it really matters. Oh, here it comes. That was long. Very nice. These negatively affect your morale, as I'm sure they would. But we have it for a lot less. Now we can go turn this in. It'll feel good. I feel like we were rather successful today. So hopefully the morale we lose won't be much. We have peaches. We can always see they will help raise our morale back too. 82 is really not bad. I think it's low enough to really decrease our chances. Also, I ate all the peaches. Of getting like a second wind. Your second wind and your positive negative effects are based on your morality and your sanity, so... How are they? Come on, mouse. How are they? Are more likely you are to proc them. Especially when you need them. Seems like it's daylight soon. We'll probably rest for a fair amount of time down here. So then we can set the daytime to when our tradespeople will be open, which I think will be rather gratuitous for us. Like I said, I don't think they're going to really have anything for us, but they're, I think, our best chance to finding something useful. So let's go to like 1600. It might be a bit early. We'll do 1700. Shouldn't take us 2 hours to get over there. Because I don't think it's till like 1900 that they close up and you can go talk to the bailiffs, but... We'll have to buy some new drugs before our next track. We'll be wrapping up the episode here. I'm really just going to turn in the contract and then I think we'll be done. I'm recording this before I get ready for work and I'm very quickly running out of time. But I want to make sure you guys get an episode today. People seem to really be enjoying this series, and I'm enjoying playing it, so all the more reason to keep them going. Plus, I have a lot of other ideas for different playthroughs that I'd like to do. Not just like, oh, this time we're going to play a sword, but like an actual character that we'll build and play. We'll make decisions based on what the character would do. There's not too many choices in the game for that, but there are things that we can still RP that I think will be a lot of fun. I'm here for my reward. Here for mostly the rep. We have a purse that we can make do with. Okay, let's go sell some of these things. We'll find that bag of money later. I'm not worried about it. Put this guy up first because he's the only one that might close on us soon. Selling friend. Nothing new from the looks of it. It's okay. We'll sell you this. What else might you want? This figurine. That as well. Okay, I feel pretty good about that. How about you, friend? There, you should be closing up soon, I think. He'll pay way more for that. Excellent. Good on these. We need more bandages. Sometimes I think about taking cauterization and stuff like that, just so I don't have to carry splints and bandages around. They're the better option, but like... I don't know. I feel like I carry a lot of those things around. Do we have pain medicine? We do. Okay. Might need to buy more lockpicks. That's probably a solid choice. Nope, we got 2 cobras in our back pocket. So if they break, it's not the end of the world. We can still finish the dungeon and stuff. Excuse me, sir. He's like, excuse me, sir. And then we are probably going to make a fair amount of money here. Oh, God, yeah. How absurd. Speaking of absurd, I'm Absurdum. I want to thank everybody for coming by and hanging out today. I hope you guys enjoyed this half as much as I am making it, and honestly, I really am. Please leave comments. It's always great to hear from you guys, and if you want to see more, do sub. I try to get this out every day. Stardew Valley is more the one that I put more attention to getting out every day, because it's a little bit easier to play when I'm off of work, right after work, and tired and things like that. But this also gets a lot of attention, so I try to make it every day, and it's always great to see more subs and more people come in, so I appreciate it. Hope you guys are staying safe, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care.